Next up, we have Meldtown from the Undertale Yellow soundtrack. This is a fan game, is my understanding. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here, musically. So, if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever tune you use, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, don't forget to join the Discord server, the gaming channel, how to request songs if you're not on the live stream, members getting early access to the content. I have a spiel for this and a bunch of other things at the end of this video, so stick around for that. Disclaimers showing on your screen right now, so go ahead and pause the video to read them in full. Otherwise, please be patient with me. I am acoustic and guitarded, so please keep that in mind. Also, in celebration of 10,000 subscribers, thank you once again everyone for 10,000 on YouTube. We'll be celebrating with two ways. Number one, I'm giving away 10 copies of Vintage Story. And number two, we're going to start playing some of the games that we cover over here based on Milestone. The first two are going to be Just Shapes and Beats and Limbus Company. More information on that at the end of this video, the whole spiel, so stick around for that. With that, let's do this. Meldtown, let's go. Okay, so we have two components at the start. We start with a piano giving us some really cool arpeggios. An arpeggio is when you play a chord one note at a time, as you heard over here. Then we have oh, for the bribe list. Oh, for the bribe. Oh, okay. Okay, then let me just go back here. Was it Great Cliff? Here. So, let me just do that. Remind me after this. So, we're having that, and then we're having a second synth that is giving us kind of the a rhythm, but at the same time is complementing the piano. It could be that the piano arpeggios over here are giving us our initial melody, which contains our initial motif. Motif being the smallest version of your musical idea, the seed, the essence from which everything else comes from. This is not unprecedented. This is something that, for example, Beethoven does in the Moonlight Sonata, where the arpeggios themselves are a big part of the melody. So let's see where this goes. Speeding it up. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait. Ayaku with the... How much is that? 3 tier 3 subs. That's what? That's $37. Holy shit. 37 for 5. Well, the giveaway has just gone up. Oh my god, remind me after the video. Remind after the video to note this down. So, for those of you, yeah, you got tier 3 subs. Look at that. So, we are now having a second synth. Let me go back a couple of seconds because the sound did interrupt it. Let's see. So we have... So we now have the sound of a synth violins. Thank you, Ayako, for the support. I really appreciate it. So we're having these violins doing this, and what I think we're having over here is that these violins are playing probably the bass line of the arpeggios that are happening, right? So the bass line is the lowest note in each chord. That you're gonna get, and since the speed that we're doing these arpeggios is pretty fast, that gives us this second melody. So technically, this counter melody is still part of the same motif being played by the arpeggios. So yeah, let's see where this goes. All right, we have the synth. We introduce the drums. Oh, this is such a cool way of transitioning. So, we now went from having the arpeggios front and center with the violins kind of behind to now having these violins, these synths up front and center. Now this is our new melody. The arpeggios are a little bit further back in the arpeggios. It's still there, but now it's in the accompaniment. We've swapped around. The motif is still there, and we are still using it. And these are two variations of the motif. Very creative. Let's see where this goes. Oh, and on top of that, we do have a bass giving us playing along with the drums. Bum 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 bum. So yeah, we're having the full band doing this while the keyboard arpeggios are going absolutely insane, and we are having the other synth doing its thing. My God, let's see where this goes. Okay, so now we introduce a guitar solo. We now we grab the chords that we were playing arpeggiated, and now we're just holding them in. Of course, when it comes to music, you want to keep a careful balance between what is familiar and what is new. Too much familiarity, too much repetition, too much of the same thing, you risk boring the listener, they tune out. Too much new material too quickly, you risk overwhelming the listener, they tune out. There is one universal exception, no matter the style, no matter the genre, which is solos. You bring in a solo, and as long as it sounds cool enough and it fits enough, you can get away with almost anything. What are we doing over here as a way of developing the material? We have now the motif in the background with those chords being played, and then after that, we are having the guitar on top of it doing a guitar solo. And Baconality, yes it is. We do have a giveaway after this, so stick around for that. Let's see where this goes. Nice, playing along with the chords. Oh, you hear those little dips in the sound? That is the guitar using what is called a whammy bar. A whammy bar, let me just show you guitar with whammy bar, is this genius invention where you take the lower bridge of the guitar and you add a little bar over here. Nowadays, we have several designs. One of them, probably one of the more popular ones for virtuoso guitar playing, is what is called a Floyd Rose. This is the brand that does it. Like, there's many others that do other variations. But basically, this creates a floating bridge where you have the whammy bar over here, the bar itself, and if you push it one way, you loosen the strings, making them sound like the sound is dipping, like it sounded just here. Or if you pull it the other way, you make the strings tighten, the sound goes up and down. Really, really cool. One of the best guitarists that I've ever seen use a whammy bar is Steve Vai. Steve Vai is an absolute madman, an absolute mad lad when it comes to playing with a whammy bar and pedals and that kind of stuff. So yeah, he's really good. There are a bunch of others, but yeah, like you can see over here, like the jazz version of the whammy bar, or like this one, I thought it was a jazz guitar, but very commonly observed in like hollow bodies kind of thing. There's many variations. I don't even know what this one is called. But yeah, you have the different whammy bars doing their thing, and we're using one in this guitar, which is always fun. Yes, tomorrow's Jam and Shred, yes. Let's see where this goes. We have a second synth higher up, giving us another counter melody. Off the ramp we go. Off the ramp we go. So off the ramp being a colloquial term that I use. Colloquial, by that I mean there's no official academic definition for this, or at least I'm choosing not to use it for the sake of simplicity. And off the ramp is what I call a specific type of transition that makes your listener feel suspended up in the air at the mercy of inertia, waiting to see where you land. Kind of like going off a ramp. How do you do this? Remove the drums. Maybe the bass as well. In this case, we remove the drums and we have this sense of suspension. Let's see where this goes. There's that synth again with the counter melody that introduced earlier. And we have so we have a bit of counterpoint going on between the high end and the low end of these synths. One of them giving us probably the same movement that we had between the chords before. Both of them probably are simply giving us the chords for the motif that we had. Still sneaking in that motif, I believe. Let's see where this goes. There it is. New variation of the arpeggios, changing a little bit the order of the notes. But there we go. Ah. So now we bring back the other piano with the original version as well. We're now juxtaposing both of these at the same time. And here is something that is super fascinating for this. This sounds slow while at the same time feels fast. We are playing these very slow. I mean, and it's not just because we have the arpeggios going fast. We are using a principle called harmonic rhythm. harmonic rhythm is one of the weirdest things, in my opinion, when it comes to music, because it's not something you hear, it's something you feel. Harmonic rhythm is how fast or how slow your chords change. So if I bring in the example we always bring, like 4/4 bars, and we're going to be playing you know, 4 beats each bar, and we're just gonna be playing them in whole notes. So I'm just gonna whole notes this whole thing, right? So whole note, whole note, whole note, whole note. That just means we're playing one note that lasts 4 beats. And if our first two are, so here's the end, C, then 2 bars, and then G, 2 bars. We have 1 chord every 2 bars. So if I start playing this, you know, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So in this case, you can feel there's a pace to the chords, a little bit slow in the change when it comes to the cadence when we switch over to G. So if we then, we have now established our harmonic rhythm, and if we then take this and we just change the chords from going from 2 bars for every chord, for 1 bar for every chord, let's put D over here in between, and after G, let's just put G7. Like we're just adding 1 note, changing the chord a little bit. So now we're gonna play them back to back, because the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the second one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So if we play them back to back, you can actually feel the harmonic rhythm speeding up. So let's do them back to back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I played the exact same rhythm. The rhythm itself didn't change, but because we sped up the harmonic rhythm, we sped up how fast the chords change, it felt faster. So right now we have in the piece itself, this piece over here, Meldtown, has a very high, very fast harmonic rhythm, a relatively fast harmonic rhythm. Like we heard it in the melodies, right? Like the melodies that we got out of this, it's fairly fast, which even though the rest of it is pretty slow, it gives you that sense. It balances out the rest of the piece so that it doesn't feel slow or like it's dragging. So yeah, let's see where this goes. Let's see. And we're slowly we bring back the drums. There you go. I was gonna say we're introducing the drums. And now we go back. Okay, so now we're doing a combination. We bring in a new melody, still based on those chord changes, but now we are adding a couple of notes more in between, similar to what we did before, but now we get its own melody. For this, we can build from that. We are pretty much bringing a new branch of the seed that we used. Let's see where this goes. Second melody, some chimes, adding a counter melody, nice. Cadence, nice. And yeah, cadence, right? So whenever you're making music, you're doing one of two things. You are building tension or you're resolving that tension. That point in between, we call the cadence. And cadence is just the creation of expectation and the resolution of that expectation. This is something that is everywhere. For example, right now, in my case, it's because I've practiced my tone of voice like I used to be in radio and whatnot. So I've learned how to speak. So in my case, you can hear the inflections of my voice going up and down as I speak. However, if I'm halfway through a sentence, my inflection is going a little bit up, a little bit higher than it usually would. And once I'm done with a sentence, you can hear a definitive down. I'm creating that expectation and I'm resolving that expectation. Because that way, if I need to do something in between words, like breathing in or, or drinking or something, and I'm not done with my sentence, the cadence still being up there tells you that I'm not done with my sentence. And once it goes down, you know that it's gone down. I'm building cadence, I'm resolving that cadence just with the inflection of my voice. This is why accents like the Valley Girl, California accents, I know that there's some Canadian accents that have these kind kinds of things, where if you talk to the person, everything they say just has the upward inflection and everything sounds like a question. So on top of the annoying, like more nasal speaking that they have, the inflection is constantly building up and it never resolves. And when you make these build-ups and don't resolve, you are teasing. You are becoming a tease. So this is not something that they do consciously, but it is a result of it. And that's why many people find these accents annoying, because there's no cadence. The cadence doesn't resolve. Because if I start making a cadence, let's say I bring this here, right? And then I bring the and then I do another one over here. And I don't resolve, and I just keep doing that, right? I just keep doing this, keep doing over here, right? I'm building cadence and I'm not resolving it. The more I do it, the more annoying it gets. And that's one of the effects that we see in that kind of inflection. So yeah, cadence going up and down, and right now we're building cadence. Weird tangent, but I don't care. Let's see where this goes. Oh, and we do circle of fifths. Okay, so we do a little bit of what is called a circle of fifths. So the circle of fifths is the ABCs, is your basic vocabulary when it comes to music. As you can see over here are all the key signatures, major and minor, that exist in music, and these are in what is called the circle of fifths. A fifth is the interval. It's the fifth interval. The interval, of course, being the distance between two notes. If we look at the scale of C major, right? C, D, E, F, G, A, B, then C, we would see that going up from C, 1, C would be number 1, D number 2, E number 3, F number 4, G number 5. On the fifth, you go to the next key signature. The difference between C major and G major is a single note. You swap F for F sharp, and that is it. And if you do a fifth down from C, C1, B2, A3, G4, F5, you get the other way around to F, from which it's also a single note of difference. You make a B the B flat. So if we have C major, then if I turn to G major, imagine I can play the piano, I hit my bottle in the middle. So we just change this F to F sharp, and now we have G major. If we then go the other way around from C major, and we go down to F, we now have F minor, and the only difference, this one, B goes down to a B flat. And you keep doing this, like from G to D is one note, D to A is one note, A to E is one note, and you get the circle of fifths, which eventually ends up going around. And the method of modulation for this is that you're basically just going around the circle of fifths. This is something that Bach did a lot, and it gives it that very lovely like Baroque classical sound to it. So yeah, cadence is like that itch in the brain where you wait for the drop to scratch it. Basically, it's the expectation and the resolution of that expectation. It's expectation and delivery. That's what cadence is, and this exists in so many aspects of life. So yeah, let's see where this goes, because we're having the arpeggios, and you can hear it in the chords changing. We're doing the circle of fifths, and we're improving it. We're following still up, changing around. So one of the downsides of doing a circle of fifths modulation is that it's extremely aggressive on your harmonic rhythm. Because you heard it right now. We were changing so much that it just feels like it speeds up a lot. So it's a double-edged sword in that sense. Still really cool. Let's see where this goes. Ooh, back we go. Now we're doing the arpeggios downwards. So we took the melody, we took the initial motif that we had, and we ended up making an inversion for it. Inversion in melody is when you take something and you flip it upside down. So for example, if we were to have this over here, if we were to do an inversion, we would be playing it upside down. kind of thing. We're not playing it backwards. Backwards would be what is called a retrograde. So in this case, for example, here is the inversion. Here is the original. Here is the retrograde. So yeah, some of these can overlap sometimes, but yeah, let's see where this goes. Let's see how this ends. We have those speeding ups with the violins there. How are we gonna end this? Violins doing a counter melody. Still playing chord tones. We're still just spelling out the chords that we're playing. Cadence and we end with a... I keep doing this. And we end with a half cadence. The half cadence, of course, as I said, cadence, tension, resolution. Half cadence is when you intentionally do not resolve the tension. Why do you do this? So that the next section or the loop or the next track altogether can do this. This is something that I've done myself as well. Self-promotion time, warning, this is very intense music, melodic, orchestral melodic death metal, so it's very intense music. But you've been warned. So if you listen to my song Second Conquest by me, the ending of this has a massive cadence that it builds up to. And the cadence does not resolve in the track. If you then immediately listen to my song As We March, after Second Conquest ends, cadence builds there, resolved in As We March. Half cadence in Second Conquest, resolved in As We March. And right now, we have done something similar over here. We have ended with this half cadence, and it might allow us to loop back to the start. Let's go ahead and loop this. And once it ends, it just allows you to start the track over very nicely or start the next one over. So there you have it. That was Meldtown from the Undertale Yellow soundtrack. My understanding is this is a fan game mod thing, right? So once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here musically. So, if you're watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever button you're going to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, we are celebrating 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you again for this at the time of recording, which means we're celebrating two ways. Way number one is I am giving away 10 copies of Vintage Story. Vintage Story! This used to be a Minecraft mod, now it's its own standalone game. I honestly love this game so much more, which is why I am giving away 10 copies of this game. The giveaway is going to happen on the Discord server on the second half of February, so make sure that you have joined the Discord linked in the description so that you can then get a chance to get one of the 10 copies of this game. That's how much I love it. That's way number one. Way number two, we're going to start playing some of the games that we cover on this stream. Right now, for 10,000, we're going to be covering two. One of them is going to be Just Shapes and Beats. The other one is going to be Limbus Company. And then every 5,000 followers, subscribers that we get on the YouTube channel, we're going to start covering some of those as well. So, yes, if you're watching this on the live stream, we're going to be starting playing these games the next week. If you're watching this on the YouTube video, this means the week that these videos are coming out is when we are covering these games. We're playing them live on stream. So make sure that you join the Discord, follow the channels and everything. And, Voice, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mosh Pit. Welcome today. So yeah, make sure that you join the Discord server. That's where everything gets announced first. Whether it's the streams going live, videos going up in the channels, updates, projects, the giveaways, everything gets announced there first. So yeah, we also have the community there where we hang out, we chat, we steal memes from other people's servers, claim them as our own, and where I host the Vintage Story community server. Yes, I love the game so much, I built a computer just to host a server for it. So, linked in the description, join the Discord today, join the community with all that good stuff. Also, share these videos with your friends, with your families, with your family's friends, with your friends' families. Those are two very distinct concepts, by the way. With your online and offline communities, go share these videos with everybody that should know. Also, use the hype function on YouTube. We have a group on the Discord that coordinates for that, so linked in the description. Go join the go help the channel grow. Artists, musicians, Undertale Yellow, or anybody else out there on YouTube or otherwise, this is an open invitation. If you want any of my musical skills for any of your projects, whether it's my guitars, Mongolian throat singing, the good old kind of thing, regular singing, voice acting, whatever it is, reach out, let me know, let's work together, let's collaborate, let's make stuff, right? And if you're in the audience and you know somebody that you would like me to collaborate with, reach out, let them know that I have the open invitation. Please do not harass anyone, please do not spam anyone, be cool about things, don't be a rat. Members get early access to the content. I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays, and if you're a paid member on YouTube, regardless of your tier, you get access to the videos when I schedule them, at least for the LFAs, so become a member today. If you want to listen to this without me interrupting you every 3.5 seconds, I'll be linking in the description down below. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, check the pinned comment on this video. It has the instructions on what to do. For those on the live stream, we have a giveaway after this, so stick around for that. And if you want to catch the streams when they happen live, we aim for Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. We stream live on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick so that you can tune in from whichever platform you prefer. Again, 6 p.m. Central Europe. If you're not in Europe, do not worry. We have the full up-to-date streaming schedule showing in your local time zone in both Discord and Twitch. So, if you live in Mount Horrid and you're like, yeah, but what time is 6 p.m. in Hungary? I don't live there. Do not worry. Just go to Discord or Twitch and it's going to show in your local time zone, both linked in the description. Another reason to join the Discord. And follow the gaming channel. I have a gaming channel because, of course, I have a gaming channel. I'm on YouTube. What else could I possibly have? Games are Basterd. That's where I put the gaming after show recording VODs when they happen, recorded live during the main channel's after show, and the recordings go here. This is where the Just Shapes and Beats, Limbus Company, and whatever other games we play VODs are gonna go. So linked in the description, or just search on YouTube. Same username as James R. Basterd. Just swap the J for a G, and you got it. And yeah, there you have it. Meldtown, Undertale, Yellow. What a fun track that was, dude. Really good stuff, man. Really good stuff. But yeah, let's move on.